This court hereby finds the defendant, Trucy Wright.
The defense has an objection! Apollo! Even now you would... I won't give up, and I refuse to let either of them down. Mr. Wright, who's counting on me, and Trucy, who's put all of her faith in me.
Mr. Justice, the fact that you have raised an objection means that you have evidence with which to refute the prosecution's claim, correct?
Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Do we really have anything, Apollo?
Actually, we do. There's one piece of evidence we can present here. I think it's the contract.
Very well, Mr. Justice. You may proceed.
As we saw in the show footage, there's no question that the defendant thrust the sword into the coffin. The defense doesn't dispute this point. But let us not forget that this was a magic show filled with tricks and illusions. We can't take everything we see at face value.
So you're saying some sleight of hand was somehow involved?
Yes. The defense contends that the sword the defendant used was not the cause of death. Now, what was it Trucy told me she did just before she thrust the sword into the coffin?
Very well. Let us see your evidence then, Mr. Justice. But remember, you interrupted my verdict to make this claim. You will be severely punished if I find you are bluffing.
Ooh. That's fine, Your Honor, because I'm not bluffing. I'm not. It's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's completely. This shows that it's possible that the sword Miss Wright used was not the cause of death. As I press this button to show you how confident I am and how fine everything is. So if it's the sword Miss Wright used was not the cause of death, am I just presenting the rack of swords? Contains the rubber sword Trucy says she swapped in for the trick.
Take that! What's this? A sword from the show?
That's right, Your Honor. This rubber sword was in the sword stand under stage. During the trick, Miss Wright was supposed to swap the real sword for a rubber sword, and she told us on record that she remembers very clearly that she did.
I see, so the sword that had been thrust into the coffin was a rubber sword, was it? But then, why was a steel sword found lying on the stage?
Somebody must have put the steel sword there by swapping it with the rubber one. Also, yes, we've seen at least one penalty that was the entire bar before, so you can do things like that. Just after the incident occurred, the dragon set piece fell and the theater was evacuated. The real culprit must have used the resulting chaos to swap the rubber sword for the steel one.
Do you not know when to give up, stink bug? That is not possible. Blood was found in the coffin hole that the sword was thrust into. It must have been left there when the accused withdrew the sword. This is incontrovertible proof that the sword she used was the steel one.
But that blood could be the result of someone tampering with the crime scene after the fact. After the set piece fell and the audience was cleared out of the theater, there was plenty of time for somebody to plant that blood there.
If the sword the accused used was a rubber one, then when exactly do you propose the victim was killed? Given that Mr. Rios was alive when he entered that coffin.
Objection!
Finding the answer to that question is precisely why we need to continue this trial.
Let me express my opinion. By all accounts, it is certainly reasonable to suspect the defendant based on the evidence. But as to the question of whether the sword the defendant used was rubber or steel, I believe further discussion is warranted. I suggest we hear from the defendant herself on this issue.
Very well, Your Honor.
Yes, I saved it. Somehow. Too close for comfort, but still. Okay, updated the crime photo.
Let's adjourn for a brief 15-minute recess. I advise the prosecution and the defense to use this time to prepare.
Hey everybody, it's WillBits. We're doing the thing. We're doing the trial. Doing the trial. Spirit of Justice. Ace Attorney. How's it going?
Phew, that was hairy.
Tell me about it. We barely made it through by the skin of my teeth.
I can't say I'm crazy about that Prosecutor Sahdmahdi either. You know, the way he says, let it go and move on, as if it's nothing.
Let it go and move on, huh? Whoa, boy, am I interrupting a secret conclave of villains or something? Got your next evil scheme in the works already, huh? What do you want? Keep making that face, champ, and everybody's gonna change the channel. Look this way, Trucy, now smile for the camera. Let's see those pearly whites. Isn't that what the Grammar Creed tells you to do? How does it feel, Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. They're calling you a real witch out there. Could this be the end of Troop Grammary?
Go away, you creep!
Oh, what's this? Something just charged in the frame? Looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet?
Filming is prohibited inside the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff? He's standing right behind me. I'm gonna get him. Hey, bailiff! Bailiff!
Huh? Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me.
Huh? What happened to the camera?
Ratings. Mr. Ratings. Do you know magic? It just disappeared right before our very eyes. I'll be enjoying the rest of the Trucy show from the gallery. I put out a call for Trucy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. Bet I'll get some great footage out of them. This is gonna be good. Hang loose, baby. Boom, 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 boom. He called in some of Trucy's fans? But for what purpose?
Apollo? That thing Mr. Ratings just did. That was some high-level sleight of hand.
Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that?
I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills.
No way. But I thought he said magicians were all a bunch of good-for-nothings. And I guess then he proved his point. Boom, 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 boom! Mr. Lawyer? Oh, hello, Bonnie. Can I help you with something?
Well, there's something that's been bothering me.
Really? What is it?
Well, you see. Hey, dummy, what are you whispering the lobster boy about? Betty. Who the heck do you think you are? You crazy? You want a piece of this? You know you have to talk to me first before you do or say anything, you harebrain. But I... Shut your mouth, you dumb bunny. Come with me now.
I wonder what was bothering her.
There's no way we're finding that out with Betty constantly hovering over her like that, like some kind of bat.
Bailiff is court is about to reconvene. Will you be all right testifying?
Yes, it's just... I wonder what Mr. Ratings has up his sleeve. I doubt he's bringing in actual fans.
Yeah, probably not. I wonder what he has up his sleeve, too. He'd better not be trying to get under Trucy's skin right now, of all times. You're Trucy right, and you'll be fine! Boom! There goes Apollo with his best trick. That's right. Whenever I'm feeling down, I always tell myself I'm fine. All right, I'll give it a try. I'm Trucy right, and I'm fine. Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now. That a girl. Good luck up there on this stand. You'll do great. Thanks. I'll be fine. I can do this. All right, Justice. You can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial. April 28th, District Court. Courtroom number 6.
Court is now back in session. Defendant, please step up to the witness stand.
Trucy Wright, magician. Here comes the lion, the deceitful witch. Throw him out of jail! Let me move that criminal troop! But we don't want to see you on any stage!
Order! The gallery will be quiet, or I will have you all thrown out on the spot.
What's with all the hecklers? I bet they're the fans Mr. Rayton's invited. What a grade A jerk. Well, he's not gonna psych us out.
Now then, Miss Wright. This court would like to know if you switched from the steel sword to a rubber one on stage. So please testify about this issue.
She's just gonna try and trick us again with her magic. Hurry up and convict her already! Give her the death penalty!
Silence, all of you. I won't tell you again. Miss Wright, do you feel able to testify?
Yes, I'm fine, Your Honor. Trucy, I knew I shouldn't have let her go through with this. I'd like to make a small request. How about, instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened? Would that be all right, Your Honor? You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves. In spite of everything, she's still smiling. Our Trucy's amazing, isn't she? She sure is. She's doing just fine up there. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. She's faithfully following the Troop Grammary Creed, even now. She really is something else. It's showtime for magical girl Trucy Wright. Watch carefully now, everybody. Witness testimony. Where did the stand go? Where's his? Okay, the stupendous sword switch. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword. Allow me to demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is. See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and... Presto Sordo! There, I've switched it. And now... Hup. As you can see, the blade is not steel but rubber. Are we gonna press that?
Bravo, Miss Wright.
Wow! She switched him in a flash! I couldn't see her do it at all! She's completely turned the room around. The hecklers are being drowned out by all the cheering.
Where did this steel sword vanish off to, Miss Wright? In order to deepen our understanding of this case, please tell us if you would. I'm not asking out of mere curiosity, just so you know. It's not like I like your magic or anything.
I usually hide the steel sword backstage when I switch them during the show.
So, when you thrust the rubber sword into the coffin, the steel sword wasn't even on stage, but behind the curtain.
Exactly. So you see, there is a trick and a gimmick to it after all. And as for where the steel sword went when I performed the trick just now, it's a secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the magic for you, now would I?
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
That's our Trucy.
Yeah, still. Miss Wright, that part where you spun around, that's an actual part of the sword switching trick you do for the show, right?
Right, the other parts, like the apple, were just to help with my explanation here in court.
It's pretty good, though. You should think about doing that at other times. That's funny. I think I found an inconsistency in her testimony. And it looks like I'm not the only one. I don't know what it's doing there, but now that I've found it, I have to get to the bottom of it.
Now then, Mr. Justice, you may go ahead and question the witness. But try not to ask dumb questions and spoil this wondrous magic.
I thought this was supposed to be my cross-examination. The stupendous sword switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword.
We're pressing. Please be careful, Miss Wright.
Don't worry, I've practiced this trick 1,000 times. That's right, Apollo. You have to give Trucy some credit. She knows what she's doing.
I know. But it still makes me nervous every time.
But that's what magic is all about. A truly great magician can make her audience experience all kinds of thrills and chills.
I guess you're right. I'd better try not to interrupt her too much while she's doing the trick. I don't want to distract her or break her concentration.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, back to the exciting world of magic.
Do I get a penalty if I interrupt her too much?
Allow me to demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is.
Hold it! Miss Wright! Please don't swing that big dangerous thing around! Somebody could get hurt!
Apollo! Please don't shout when I'm swinging said blade around! Somebody could get hurt!
Oh! Yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't help myself.
You should know better than to talk to me when I'm on stage. I'm performing!
Mr. Justice, I'll see you in my chambers after this court is adjourned.
No. Your chambers are so boring. No, I don't suppose somebody can make me disappear before that happens.
Let's just watch quietly, shall we, Apollo? And now, back to the show.
I'm gonna keep pressing.
See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed.
Hold it! So it's definitely a real sword, right?
Now, Apollo. I know you're excited, but you have to control yourself.
Mr. Justice, if you need to see interrupt this wonderful magic show again, I will be forced to bring my very weird gavel down on your head. Legally.
The judge seems to be completely taken in by Trucy's magic.
Yeah, it's like she's cast a magic spell over him. I better not interrupt her anymore. There's no telling what the judge might do to me.
Mr. Wright, please ignore any further outbursts from Mr. Justice and proceed with your spectacular trick.
All right, here I go then.
Better not interrupt it anymore.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and...
Hold it! You hold the sword? Oops. I did it again. Played with your heart, and right from the start, oh baby.
I've had it up to here, Apollo! Can't you listen quietly like a big boy?
Sorry about that, I got a little too worked up.
Apollo. Now, boys and girls, watch carefully, and please don't kick the seat in front of you. I will now take this sword and... Presto Sordo! There, I've switched it!
Hold it! So you switched swords when you spun around just now?
That's right! It's the same way I do the trick in the actual magic show, too. But I'm also doing a lot of extra things that I don't do during the show right now, though.
The key point is the sword switching. If only we could prove she did it during the actual show, too. Right. Prove that she switched them during the show. What's the matter, Apollo? You look troubled. Oh, it's nothing. Uh-oh. This is quite the pickle. How should I go about handling this?
Miss Wright, please continue your trick.
Did she not spin around? You've always witnessed me switching the swords. And now, hup! Into the air it goes, and back down. Watch out! What do you think you're doing, Apollo? But you were putting yourself in danger. I couldn't just stand by and not say something.
Mr. Justice, you're putting your head in danger of meeting my gavel.
Apollo, you'd better apologize before you become this case's next victim. I'm very sorry, everyone. How did it come to this? All right, boys and girls. If you want to ask for an encore, wait until the end, okay? Now then, my sword was sharp as steel just moments ago, but... as you can see, the blade is not steel, but rubber. Hold it! Wow, that's incredible. When in the world did you switch them? Huh? But I explained it once already. Could you show it to me again? Sure. But remember, a magician doesn't usually share her secrets. So this is a very special exception. And I'm very grateful for your generosity, believe me. I better take a good hard look at the instant she switches the swords. Even though she explained how she does it, I still can't see her do it. It blows me away no matter how many times I watch. Yeah, me too. But... what is it, Apollo? Did you notice anything about the way Trucy moves during the trick? You mean like her movements? I don't get it. What's the real story, Trucy? Huh. Okay. No tricks or gimmicks. Presto, sordo, there I've switched it. She does move a little slow. But I think it's gonna have to be... let's look at the actual performance, because that's what I'm suspecting right now. Supposedly this is a real sword here right now. Mr. Hat kind of spins around. We see Mr. Hat leave with his shadow. Here's Trucy with the supposedly real sword. Oh, the camera cuts away. But she doesn't spin. She literally just swung it around in front of her and then stabbed it in. If she spun, it would have had to happen when she was off camera. I'm gonna present the footage. Objection! Miss Wright, there's something I'd like to confirm with you. What is it, Apollo? There seems to be a discrepancy between the way you performed the trick for us just now and the way it appears in the show footage. What? But that can't be. I performed exactly the same way both times. Then what's going on here? Miss Wright, I have the show footage right here, and the part where you tore your cape around is missing from it. What? But I did it! So, it really is the exact moment you switched the swords? Yes, that's right. I knew it.
Well, I certainly never expected the defense to expose the accused's lie for me.
Mr. Justice, does this mean that you are arguing that the defendant did not swap the swords during the actual magic show?
No, Your Honor. That wasn't my intention. I mean... I did swap them. I know I did. I'm absolutely sure of it. Objection.
human memory is unreliable at best, but in this case, I am afraid that it is the witness herself who cannot be trusted. We can see the footage for ourselves. The claims of this witness are false.
But...
Now that it has been proven that the accused did not swap swords, it means that the use of the steel sword to pierce the coffin was wholly intentional. And by the way, was it not you, Mr. Justice, who argued that Mr. Reyes' death was not an accident, but murder? I assume you have no objections to that still. It was, after all, your own assertion.
The defense, The defense has an objection. To you, Mr. Apollo Justice! I demand you withdraw the discrepancy you pointed out now! But there is a discrepancy, and it must mean something, I'm sure of it.
Would the defense team kindly save their spat until after the court is adjourned? Now, after all this debate, it seems we've come back around to the original argument. The defendant knew about the prank plan that would place the victim inside the coffin. What's more, the defendant did not perform the sword-switching trick on stage.
Through her actions, I'm afraid, I have come to see the true intentions of the accused. Her murderous intentions.
It's such a shame.
But I didn't switch the swords, I swear.
You're knee-deep in it now, Justice. Hold it!
Bonnie.
Excuse me.
Let's see. You are, which one again? Benny? No, that's not right. Botty? No,
It's Bonnie. You were mixing the two names together, Your Honor.
Oh, pardon me. Do you have something you wish to say, Bonnie?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to testify.
About what?
The more I think about it, the less possible it seems. I don't believe Trucy killed Mr. Reyes.
Bonnie?
Hey, what's the big idea? Such an incredibly gifted and talented magician would never commit murder. I refuse to believe it. What are you talking about? You hair-brained hair. You keep your trap shut. I got a bag of baby carrots for you, so chew on those and pipe down. I do really like... No, I won't be quiet. What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me? Trucy said something to me once. Huh? She said, no matter how scared you get, no matter how mean people are to you, you can't give in or give up. That's what being a professional magician's all about. Isn't that right, Trucy? Oh, that's right, Bonnie. I've always been afraid to stand up to Betty, afraid to defy it, so I did what she said. But when I saw Trucy today, she gave me strength.
She's just gonna try and trick us again with her magic. Hurry up and convict you already! Give her the death penalty!
I'd like to make a small request. How about, instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened. Would that be all right, Your Honor? You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves.
Seeing her courage, the way she kept smiling despite everything, she's just incredible. So I'm not gonna run away. I'm scared, but for once, I'm gonna be brave. What have you done to my sister, Trucy, right? You practically brainwashed her.
It's the power of Trucy's conviction. That's what it is.
It's touched Bonnie's heart.
Yeah, Trucy really is one magical girl. Bonnie, is the topic of your testimony related to that thing that was bothering you? The thing you tried to tell us about in the lobby during the recess?
Yes. Ever since I saw the show footage, something's been nagging at me. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something is off. I feel like something about it is different from what I saw on the stage.
What do you mean by that, Bonnie?
I wonder if what was shown on TV is really the same as what happened on stage.
Of course it is. The show has only been performed once, after all. It can't show anything other than what happened on that stage yesterday.
Objection! But Bonnie's testimony deserves our attention. We have to examine the show footage.
But what can we check it against? Do you have some other footage of the show?
Well,
I have some show footage.
you do?
One of the TV station's cameramen said he was a fan of mine. He kept his camera on me throughout the entire show. And then, afterwards, he gave me the footage he shot as a present.
He did?
To tell you the truth, I thought it was kind of creepy, so I was going to get rid of it.
Hold it! Please submit that footage to the court. We have a different camera angle.
Now then, let's take a look at this new footage.